Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. All right, today is another day, a new day for this week. So this video, I'm actually filming this on our first day of school, but you guys are seeing it on a Wednesday because I did film a few extra videos this weekend to kind of help my week go because we are starting school up this week and I knew that life would get busy. So I wasn't sure how life was gonna go, what I'm gonna be able to do. I'm like, how do I film? How do I get it all done? So I just had to redo things a different way. So you're gonna get a little bit of motivation on different days and things like that. So today is actually my real Monday, but it's Wednesday for you guys. So I got up this morning early and I did my little chores. I've got some new chore list, which you've already seen on yesterday's video with the schooling. Yes, yesterday's video. So I got up, got some done, got my little list done over here. So I marked off the ones that I have done so far. Give the kitties water, and that's about all I've done. And then my main focus today is going to be our first day of school with the children. So I'll film how that goes like another day. I need to make sure that it's going to work and get into a routine before I share how great the routine is without actually doing the routine. But instead, I still want to be able to give you a video. So I am going to share today 3 days worth of meals in our large family home. So we have opted to go to a brunch and a dinner, and that's how we're eating things and having some snacks in between. It's working good. Some days it's kind of hard. Sometimes not everybody's filling up on that brunch and then they're getting a little bit more hungry in the afternoon, but we're making it work. So let me share with you what we did on Saturday for our meals. So we're gonna make breakfast pizza for our brunch today, this weekend, on Saturday, and Madeline is cracking 12 eggs into the bowl here, getting it all mixed up for us. We're using a lot of eggs now that we're eating more brunch, and also that the eggs are a little bit cheaper. So she's gonna do this and then we're gonna cook them on the stove. And then on the side here, I'm making some sausage gravy for breakfast, just the packet. It works. It's just put 2 cups of water in there with the package and then stir it up, put it in the microwave for about 3 minutes and then just stir it about every minute and it gets thick. It's really simple. Then for the pizza crust, we have these. I bought this back in August and we never used them. Thinking I'd make these open-faced sandwiches and I never did. So I'm just gonna use these up there in my freezer. We're gonna put down the gravy for the base, just spread it on like pizza sauce. The rest I'm gonna freeze or put in the refrigerator because we'll be using that this week. And then we're gonna put on the eggs on it and then sprinkle some sausage on it. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of cheese on it, and I do have some dairy-free cheese as well. And then we're gonna place this in the oven, and it's a super simple, easy brunch for us to have. Okay, so for our brunch this morning, I'm gonna also chop up some apples. So we have a lot of these apples using up, so I'm trying just to get them out, rinse them off, cut them up, put them in some lemon juice and water just to let them sit, and this will be part of our meal today. And then later today, we have a lot of cake mixes and frosting left over, that we got at the discount store. So I was like, I have those fall sprinkles. I'm like, for a treat, why don't you mix up some cake mix? We'll do cupcakes, Maddie, and then our oven's already on, so we're just gonna do that right now. Okay, this is our brunch for Saturday. So we have our breakfast pizza. We got dairy-free, no cheese at all, and regular cheese. We pull out pickles, and we have Maddie get another one. We have hot dogs left over. We cooked over last night and made hot dogs in the campfire. So there was like 6 left over. I'm like, let me cut them up. That way it makes more. So we have that we can have. There's some veggies we had yesterday with dairy-free and regular ranch. And then I have cut up a lot of apples because we have that with some peanut butter. So this was a really good brunch. We'll fill everybody up until the dinner hour. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I have been gifted a ton of these chicken drumsticks. So there is, 12 I think I counted in here in a package. That's a lot. So we are gonna put them on the smoker tonight because we thinking that'll be a good thing to do tonight. So I'm thinking to do this, so I'm just taking them and then putting some olive oil on it, and this is some rotisserie chicken seasoning, and then I'm gonna put it on the smoker and let them smoke. To go with our dinner tonight, we're gonna be having couscous. So this is just the bigger pearl couscous, and then I just put some of that badea seasoning in it, and just gonna cook it on the stove here. And then what I'll do extra is, I've got this broccoli to use up, so I'm just gonna saute it with some olive oil, salt, and pepper. I should be chopping this on a chopping board, but I'm just gonna slice it here and put it in the pan because it's just easier today. Something else we'll have today is the salad. We have the sweet kale salad, so I'm just gonna put it into the bowl here. The bad thing about filming just my meals, I just completely forget to film them. So I was sitting down eating, I'm like, I'm supposed to show the dinner. So this is everything we ate. It was really, really good. Not all the kids love chicken drumsticks. I have to say, I don't love chicken drumsticks, but I said, you know what? It's the food we have, so we're gonna eat it. So we did, and it was really tasty, just different because it's not, we're used to just like white chicken breast or white chicken tenderloin. So a little different, but they did. The boys loved it. Those were their favorite. They like wanted to eat all of them. So we did have them, so that was a good thing. And then everything else was delicious. They weren't super crazy about the bigger pearled couscous, but that's okay. They still had it. So, and the cupcakes, delicious. The girls, Maddie did a good job making those. So that was dinner for our Saturday night, which was really delicious. And then here is Sundays. All right, today is Sunday, so I'm making breakfast this morning. So we've had a lot of eggs this week for our brunch. I'm deciding to do pancakes. So I have pancake mix, so I'm just mixing this with water. I'm using my new little, whatever this whisk is called, the Danish whisk. I'm still new at using it, so I'm like flinging stuff out of my bowl, but we're gonna get there with it. But I really, really like this. And then I'm adding some maple flavoring. This I got from the Amish store, and it's really good flavoring. So I'm gonna put this in here. We're just gonna cook this on the griddle. You always gotta have a flopped pancake, right? That's okay. This made a lot of pancakes here. I just made enough for today and then any leftovers, and this will be a delicious, easy breakfast for us this morning before we head out. Okay, I started looking at my breakfast a little bit, and I'm like, you know what? I have a little bit of the train wreck left over, but I thought, why don't I make just a couple fried eggs? So I'm gonna fry a couple eggs on here on the griddle. So we had a little bit of train wreck left over, as you see here, and then I had 2 hard-boiled eggs that nobody has eaten at all. They've just been sitting here from the salad. So I'm just gonna chop those up, put them in the train wreck, put these in the microwave. This can be something anybody can eat. So I turned my oven on warm and then shut it off. It's plenty warm. This is just sitting here until we're ready to eat it. And then we'll have some grapes. I asked the kids what they wanted for dinner tonight, and they all announced ramen. So I'm like, okay, ramen is their favorite. We don't have any of the 20-cent packet, but I do have homemade ramen, so that is what we're having. But their homemade ramen is a little bit different. They just like the broth, and they just like the noodles. They don't like all the extra veggies in there. They don't like the eggs in there. They just don't like that, and that's okay. So what I do is I just take chicken broth, and I put some ginger in it and some soy sauce, and let that boil, and that's the broth. And then I have these noodles here I got from the Asian market, and they mimic our ramen noodles, and this is good. And this is pot stickers, chicken, I think they're chicken teriyaki pot stickers. Got them at the discount store. Delicious, easy dinner for Sunday night. Here's dinner, veggies and that. There's the broth, pot stickers, and ramen. I got some leftover salad and some broccoli. Yay, this is easy Sunday night dinner. Since today is really Monday, I'm showing you what we are doing today. I got up this morning and I started making our brunch to get it done. Normally I won't do it this early, but today I am because I'm trying to prepare for my week. So I'm just cooking the sausage here. I had this huge bowl, so I won't be using all of it, but I'm getting it cooked up here. I'm trying not to use my little meat smasher. I love it, but I'm using my little spurtle. This is like my new favorite tool, and it's working good, chopping up all the meat. Right away I want to grab that smasher, but I'm like, well, let me just use the little spurtle, and it's working. Okay, I still have to get better at like not flinging it out of the pan, but we're getting there. So what I'm going to do is take out about half of this, put it in a glass dish, put this in the refrigerator for another day for breakfast or for brunch this week. And then what I'm going to do is add some hash browns to this mixture. And then I'm going to add some garlic to it. And for this recipe, we're going to crack 10 eggs in a bowl and just whisk them up. And then I'm adding cream mushroom soup to this. This is my homemade cream mushroom soup. Made it with the milk that I got at the discount store, and it was, I think it's coconut based. So this is really good. Just froze it and some mixing here, put all together in my pan. Normally I will not make it this early, but I'm trying to prepare better for my day today to see how it goes. And I also have more things planned for the day today, and I don't want to be making food all day because we have things going on in our own family. So this is going to be a great brunch for us today while we're sitting after we're doing our read aloud time, and we can sit and have some good food. So what else am I doing? What else am I doing that I'll share? I'm cleaning my Norwex cloth. You guys know the Norwex cloth? I gotta dump it. Let me bring it over here. Way over here. Let me bring you way over here. I like my Norwex cloths to clean with. I've been using them, enjoying them for years, but what happens is when they start getting smelly, you realize that they are just filled with yuck and they need to be cleaned. People talk about stripping their things. Basically, you're boiling them in a liquid. A little bit of, I'm using natural laundry detergent, and as you can see, watch this, ready? Yeah, you can see all the gross in it. Some of it's the dye from the purple cloths, but for the most part, I'm rinsing out all the yuck in my cloth. So I had a few that they're in my car, and I just needed to, clean them really good. So I needed to boil this one. It's like my glass cleaner. And then I had 3 regular ones that were smelly. So I'm just boiling them. So I'm gonna just rinse these out real fast. I put a little bit of Norwex. It's like just use a natural thing, because when you use chemicals, which I do in my laundry, it coats it so it captures more bacteria and just stinks over time. So if you boil it all out, that helps. That's what I'm doing here. And then I'll put a little bit of vinegar in here with water. Boil it again, pretty much boil it until the yucky color is in there, and then you know that they're clean. So I'm going to show you, just today's video is going to be cooking my Norwex and cooking the food. That's all I'm going to show you in today's video. I'm not going to show you the cleaning, none of that stuff, just letting you know how my day is going. Focus is school. School. So that is my main focus. So you're just going to get the food. So I'll see you back in a few seconds when we actually eat the brunch. So we'll put that out, show you that, and then show you the dinner that we're going to prepare. Okay, we're doing school, so we're taking a break to get some snacks because kids need some snacks. So I took out apples, I have peanut butter, and then you're like, we need caramel. I don't have caramel, but I have butterscotch. I have a lot of this. So we're just gonna have this while we're doing our school. We're getting done, having a great day. So right now the kids I'm done with my schooling that I have to do one-on-one with them. And what we're doing is some just like group listening to an audiobook right now. And then while they're doing that, they're doing some things at the tables. Everybody's got a different project to work on. So I'm gonna start on dinner for tonight. So tonight for dinner, we're not going to a barbecue, but I always say barbecue and overgeneralize it. Basically, we're going to go to dinner. Dinner is someone's house. And cookout, right? Like a cookout. Is that what we're going to do? We're going to have a cookout. So, or grilling, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. We say barbecue, but we're not having a barbecue because that would be the pulled pork. We're having hot dogs and sliders is what we're doing. So that is my contribution, is sliders. So I've got these really great hamburger sliders. Remember I got those at the discount store, and they were really good. So I decided to, make them a little bit more special. I'm going to chop up this onion right here. I'm going to saute it with some olive oil and salt and pepper, and then just cut it as tiny as I can so I can put on top of the burgers. And then these burgers are already pre-cooked. I'm just going to heat them up. So I put a little bit of oil in the pan here, and this just browns them really nice on both sides. Real simple. These are so good. Like, this was one of those purchases that I was like, well, do I buy it? Do I not? And I'm so glad I did, because it gave us, I'm going to say there was 24 sliders right here in the, like, one set of buns. And I think I had ×3. So that was a lot of the hamburger little patties. So that was really, really good. And then I'm just going to assemble these. So I'm going to put the buns down. It was great that I did not have to cut them. I was afraid I was going to have to cut these buns apart, but I was thankful I didn't have to, because, you know, you always cut them off the angle, but that's okay. And then just put the burgers on top of them here. And then I decided to put some cheese on some and leave some without cheese, because I do have some dairy-free coming. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this onions on top. And then I was going to just slice some pickles, but I did have these sandwich slice pickles, but they're longer, so obviously we can't put a big giant long pickle, so I just cut them up into smaller pieces and put them on top. And I'm like, and this makes it look really good. That I was like, is this going to be good? And I was going to put ketchup and mustard, and I'm like, do I do that to that, or do I just leave it the way it is? And so I decided to leave it the way it is. So then just assemble these together, cover them with foil, and then when we go, I'll either throw them in the oven for a few minutes or throw them in the oven there for a few minutes, either way. But this is delicious, delicious, delicious. It's going to be really, really good. I left out 3 of them here, and the kids and I tried them, and they're like, "Ooh, Mom, those were good." And I'm like, all right, winner, winner, when the kids say that tastes really good. And then I have watermelon here. We bought these watermelons, and I just sliced them up, put in there. They're not as sweet as, you know, they were in season, but hey, it's watermelon still. So just slicing them up here, put them in the pan, and the kids had some, but there was no like yucky smushy kind. At least it was all crisp. So it will make a nice accompaniment to the cookout tonight. And then I'm also taking a bag of Doritos. That was my contribution to the cookout for dinner tonight. So it'll be a good time. So this is like an easy meal for us. I mean, I didn't really have to do anything, and it took me like not that long to put it together. It would have been a great dinner for us to have at home as well. So just easy for us to enjoy. All right, we had a great first day of school for us in our household. I haven't shared any of that with you, but it has been a good day for us. So you just got the nice meals that we got for 3 days, and that was good for me. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. 3 easy brunches and dinners to make for your family. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great, wonderful things. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye.